This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
I'm so thrilled with myself, that I'm here and I'm in front of you, Jack.
I know.
Absolutely raring to go today. But I remembered that today is a very special day. It is Oz Music T-shirt Day. And I've noticed that you don't have one on, and Tom, neither do you. But look at me in my amazing Helen Reddy T-shirt. That is wisdom for the pain, yeah.
It's a great
yes,
tee.
I'll pay the price. Yes, it was sent to me by a gorgeous woman who slid into my DMs from a company called High Tees Australia.
Yeah.
And she supports, if you go on and buy one, she sends some of the money to supportact.org.au.
Okay.
Which is a crisis relief charity for our wonderful musicians.
Amazing.
And roadies and stuff. If you want to have a look how amazing this T-shirt is, look, it even says, I am strong, I am invincible, I am woman.
I mean,
and you
you're
can see it's written over my organs, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not that invincible this week, but that's okay.
No, well, I'm here, aren't I?
Great.
So, yes, I'm about to film a story so that you can have a look, and I'll put a link up there. So get your T-shirts on today for Australian music.
Reminded me last night. I would have fished one out.
Well, darling, I was in bed by 6 p.m.
Hey, we've got a big show for you. It's Thursday, our favourite day of the week, which means after 3 o'clock, we'll be asking for your sweeping statements. There's that Frank Green holiday pack inside the bum bag in Chrissy's Quizzy. But next, there is $500 cold hard cash up for grabs in Who Am I?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away some cold hard cash, Jack.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissy Swan's Who Am I?
Oh, a little bit of Michael Jackson in there. Who is it? Hee. Who? Hey, Dee.
Hello, guys. How are we?
Look, I'm really good. The sun is shining. It's Thursday. It's almost December, so Christmas fever is almost upon us. It's a good time.
Yes.
Dee's nervous and she doesn't want to give away too much, but there's $500 on the line here and she wants it bad. Is that right, Deedus?
I love this game. It's up there with Mystic Chrissy for me.
Really? Not me. Obviously, I am not
No.
Mystic Chrissy. That is
No.
a separate identity. But has Mystic Chrissy ever given you a reading, Dee?
She has, and she told me that I loved pigeons and couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh, well, she's a fraud. Let's just get that out
Well,
there.
let's see if we have better luck with this $500. I've got 5 clues here about a particular celebrity, D, and I've also got this cash that I'm desperate to give to you. Jack, on the other hand, wants to keep it for himself.
No, I don't, Dee. I feel like you'll be good at this.
Well,
I get a vibe. Mystic Jack gets a vibe. You're going to get this person
The
quite
Acne
easily.
Studios
let's-
T-shirts
let's
won't buy
give it a good
themselves,
shot.
if you know what I mean. Each incorrect guess, I snatch away $100. Let's go. Clue number 1. I recently took The Substance. That might be a film title. Could be.
Ooh, could it maybe be Lizzo?
No.
No, but-
Are you talking about
No.
her Ozempic rumors?
She's definitely
Yeah.
taken some substance.
Right.
Clue number 2 for $400 cash, Dee.
I've been married 3 times, and you might know some of my ex-husbands. Freddie Moore was the first one, and I've kept his surname.
Swanee, stop.
Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher.
Demi Moore.
It is Demi Moore.
$400 cash, Dee.
Thanks, guys.
You're so
done.
welcome. Hey, I watched The Substance on Sunday night.
And
When we do Wednesday watch list next week, I'm making that your film to watch. But I was not prepared, and I've not been I've not stopped thinking about it since.
Really?
It was one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen.
really?
Yeah, felt anxious going to bed, but it was so good.
Okay, great. I'm going to watch that. But first I've got to watch Euphoria. That was the first bit of homework you gave
I
me.
know. We'll get to that. And I've got to watch the Madonna doco.
You will love it so much.
Can't wait for that.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
At Priceline Pharmacy, they're all about keeping you sun safe. The best thing you can do to protect yourself from harmful UV rays and premature aging? Wear sunscreen every day.
Head online or in store to shop now at Priceline.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are thrilled because we love Reddit. Jack
Yeah.
and I love Reddit. We love it for different reasons. I love a Reddit thread because it's juicy and gossipy and interesting, which is not how I would describe my life.
No.
But we are thrilled to say that we have become privy to a real life Reddit thread in our midst, and we welcome to the microphone Macey from Nova.
Hello, how are we going?
Now, Macey, when I was put across this story, Jack could barely contain his excitement.
Because when Macey sent it to me, Swanee, it just felt like it was you and I talking on air about an article, but it wasn't an article. It was in my actual text.
And the thing is, with these Reddit questions and dilemmas and stuff, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, people don't get sprung doing this or that. People are just making this up. But Macey, this has happened to you IRL.
It happens.
So you have been seeing a guy.
Yes.
For how long?
For about a month now. So met this guy on one of the dating apps. We went out, caught up a few times. Like, great guy. Like, hit it off. Good personality, into him, good looks.
I hung out with them, Swanee, on their first date. He was a legend.
Yeah, he was a legend. Like, right up my alley. Great. It was,
and there's been kissing and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So we'd been seeing each other like maybe once or twice a week for the last month.
God, that's really serious in the parlance of our times.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
things are going well.
Things were going great. And then anyway, he's going away at the end of this week, and we had planned to catch up for dinner at some stage this week. Obviously, he has got his own business, so he's really busy at work trying to get everything ready before he goes away.
And you're a busy girl too.
We're busy. Like, I'm busy. You know what radio is like. It's crazy. So we're trying to find a day that we could catch up for dinner. So anyway, worked out that we could catch up on Tuesday. Hadn't really heard from him much, but just sort of sent him a message to be like, what's the go? Because we'd had locked in that we were going to see each other that night. So
so this is this Tuesday
this
just
is
gone.
Just the
so
Tuesday
it's
just
Thursday
gone.
now, and this was
Tuesday.
2 nights ago.
Now, Macey, you've provided us with the screenshots of the text messages. I think we role play this out.
Sure.
To
Absolutely.
explain how it works. So I'm going to be the dude.
You be the dude. I'll be me.
So this text message came through on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yo, how you feeling?
I said, yeah, I'm really tired. I'm all right. What time and where do you want to do dinner tonight, by the way?
Same. I'm effed. Sorry, been trying to get this done, and inserts an image of him at work on his computer. But I don't reckon I'm going to be done till late because trying to get everything done before I leave. 100% can't do tomorrow, question mark?
So he's saying, look, tonight might be a push because I'm here in front of my computer all night.
Yeah.
Are you sure you can't do Wednesday night? That would be better for me. Yeah.
So basically by this point I stopped replying because I was like, oh, well, he can't see me. He's sort of flaked. That's fine. I can't see him tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to see him now before he goes away. And then I just went about my night. Me and my housemate made plans. We went down Chapel Street and we went and got a feed.
Lovely.
And this is when it starts to get a little bit interesting. So we are driving back from dinner. And
keep in mind, Macey is now on an alternate plan with her friend for dinner, and her boyfriend, the guy she's been seeing for a month, is sadly stuck at work in front of the computer.
Correct. Yep. So we're driving back from dinner. We pulled up to the traffic lights, and I'm looking at this couple that's standing at the traffic lights. I'm like, oh, that really looks like old mate. And I've gotten closer and I've gone, oh my God, Dempsey, who's my housemate. I was like, Dempsey, that's him. That's him. He's hand in hand with another female
girl
at the traffic lights. Like, proper hand in hand.
What did your eyes do? What did you feel inside when you saw the guy that's supposed to be at work, and if not at work, on a date with you, holding hands and walking down the street with another woman?
Chrissy, I started like laughing. I was
bad
so
news laugh.
rattled because I was like, this cannot be unfolding the way that this is unfolding right now.
Are you sure that it's him?
It was 100% him. And like, do you know what? The thing is, if he wanted to see other women, absolutely fair enough.
Just
We'd never had that conversation. But don't lie and tell me that you're so busy at work that you can't hang out.
So
and you're hand in hand with a female.
What did you do in that moment?
So I obviously said to my housemate, get your phone out straight away. We need to take some photos. So we started taking photos, like full paparazzi spec. Anyway, I've gotten a photo of him literally hand in hand, walking with this girl. And I've sent the photo to him. And I said, yeah, work seems pretty flat out, brother.
Oh my God.
And it's a proper pap shot. Like, you can see they're hands are squeezing one another.
Like, and the thing is, you're not just going out with a mate.
No.
So he's been seeing her for a long time. So he's proper doubled down.
Yeah, that's
and
not a first
fully
No.
cut
date.
out.
Even if it was a first date, it's
Yeah,
wrong.
no.
13 24 10. We want to know, have you been caught red-handed? Have you been busted like this dude? You can be anonymous. There'll be some really great prizing in it for you.
Yes.
But we want to hear from like a guy or girl that's been in this scenario.
And we will reveal after Rosé and Bruno Mars whether or not he's responded to this text.
Ooh.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
And this is as juicy as it comes. Welcome back to the microphone, Macey from The Office.
Hello.
You're currently living through a situation, a very fresh situation where you'd been seeing someone for a month. Everything was going fantastically with this guy. And then you were supposed to see each other on Tuesday night, just gone. And he said, I'm so sorry, I'm stuck at the office. I can't get there.
Slammed.
You
Neck
made
minute.
Slammed. There was even a photograph of him flying the bird at the screen, which we all understand. That was fair. You accepted that.
Yep.
You changed your plans and went out with a friend and saw him hand in hand with another woman walking down the street. You've then sent him a photograph and saying, wow, looks really busy at the office, mate, and you haven't heard anything yet.
Not one reply.
What do you think?
I think it's hilarious.
He's not going to say anything.
Well, do you know what? I actually would have appreciated it more if he was like, damn, busted. Like, that's
Agreed.
funny.
Yeah, and you could have then had a laugh about that.
Correct.
And been like, okay, so what is this?
Yeah,
It would have
correct.
forced that conversation.
Yes, and also
Agreed.
if you're not into it, you're not into it. That's the way the cookie crumbles, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just say it.
13
it.
24 10. We want to know, have you been busted or caught red-handed?
Because this is epic to be busted in this way. I'm sure it doesn't happen very often.
Just for telling us your story, I promised a good prize,
Yeah,
Swanee.
yeah.
We're going to give each caller a $300 Minimax voucher. The Minimax Black Friday sale is now on, up to 75% off cookware and kitchenware. Shop in store or online at minimax.com.au.
Can I tell you, I just walked past there this morning and there is a 3-piece Le Creuset set on sale. And I would
Stunning.
spend it on that. Hello, Anon. One. Hello,
Hi.
Anon. One.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
Tell me, how did you get unceremoniously found out?
So I was living with a partner, and let's just say it wasn't the best relationship. And he used to go away a bit. So he was away, and I went out with girlfriends, as you do, and met a lovely guy and hooked up, whatever. Anyway, so I said I'd drive him home at the end of the night. And I must have driven past my house on the way to his house, pointed it out, and I dropped him home, and I thought that was the end of that until about a week later I'm laying on the lounge room floor with my partner, and there's a knock at the door where the interested party was standing at the door coming to visit.
Oh, my God. So you didn't tell the new guy that you were actually living with a partner?
Hell no. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I know. Why would you?
Keep your options
And
open
so
and
what
on.
happened then? You've got your new guy on the doorstep and your old guy in flagrante on the living room floor. What happened?
Well, I had to keep the current guy inside and the new guy outside. But let's just say, like, I'm no longer with either of them. And payback is a bitch, as they say, because the boyfriend showed up back at home a couple of weeks later with a big hickey on his neck, and then he was out the door as well. So
Oh, my
what goes around
God.
comes around.
That's
I guess.
it. That's it. As Jojo Siwa says, come as a bitch.
Correct. A $300 Minimax voucher for you, Anon 1. Visit minimax.com.au. Let's go to Anon 2, Swanee.
Hello, Anon 2.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, what have you been up to, Anon 2?
Well, it was actually my very best friend in the whole world. I was almost the third wheel to her relationship. They were married, newly married. Anyway, one night her husband was having a footy club function, so we actually decided we'll drop the boys off and we'll go and have a few drinks ourselves, have dinner. So we dropped her husband off and we sat in the car park for a few minutes. She was doing her mascara and we look up to take off and here he is walking out hand in hand with another woman.
Oh, my God.
So we dropped him off to do the business, which was pretty awful.
And so what happens next?
Well, furious, upset, angry. We didn't do anything that night. We didn't follow. She was a real mess. She did wait up for him that night when he came home.
I bet she did.
yeah, denied it. They did try for a little while there, but it didn't.
No, she'd never be able to get that image of him sauntering out of the club that she dropped him at in hand in hand with another woman.
No.
I can still see it now myself, and so I can only imagine how she felt.
Terrible.
Awful. A $300 Minimax voucher for you and non-2. Minimax.com.au. Let's finish with John Swan.
Oh, no, Ty is really good. Okay, Ty is not good. John, hello, John. John, are you there?
Yes.
What happened?
So I was casually dating this guy. I was living in London at the time, and another guy asked me out for dinner, so I went out for dinner. And then the other guy that I was casually dating came into the restaurant and found us and tipped my food in my lap and poured my drink over my head.
Oh, my God. Macey, that's what you should have done. You should have chased this guy down.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
How is Brittany going? Has anyone checked on her recently in her big terrazzo foyer?
I'm not sure. Have we had any videos recently? Tom, can you please do a check and let us know, because I would like to see them.
There's definitely new videos. Definitely. Anyway, let's not talk about Brittany. Let's talk about Margot Robbie.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Margot Robbie is going to be, if not already, one of the legendary actors of our generation.
Without question.
She is smart. She is wonderful. She has extraordinary business savvy. She's just a wonderful, exceptional woman.
And most importantly, she's an Aussie.
She's an Australian.
And we get to claim her.
I know. The new mom has sat down for a podcast. I wonder if this was after the baby was born or before.
I listened to a lot of it. It's called Talking Pictures, the podcast.
Yeah.
There was no real chat of the baby, so I feel like it was in the can before she gave birth.
But also, it's very like her to absolutely compartmentalise that, and she will never talk about it.
Which we love.
Well, we still don't know what the baby's called, which I absolutely
Respect.
give kudos for.
Yeah.
So she has talked about her so far glittering career. The first bit that I want to talk about is, I mean, there's, 2 or 3 of it. The very interesting story of Babylon. Now, this was a film that came out not that long ago, within the last 5 years.
2022, I want to say.
Yeah, right, last 3 years. And I loved it. It was visually amazing. Brad Pitt was in it, Margot Robbie, obviously, and Jean Smart, who has found newfound fame in Hacks.
What
series.
a lineup. What a trio.
So extraordinary. And the film was great. Great script, great cinematography, all great costumes. And it absolutely flopped at the box office, which is a story that sometimes happens to films that go on to be legendary.
Yeah, okay.
And she still doesn't know what happened.
It's a total history lesson on this critical moment in movie history. So I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And I know I'm biased because I'm like very close to the project, and so obviously I believe in it, but I still can't figure out why people really hated it. I wonder if in 20 years people are going to be like, wait, Babylon didn't do well at the time? That's crazy. When you hear something like Shawshank Redemption was a failure at the time, or whatever it is, and you're like, how is that possible?
Yeah, some of our favourite films just absolutely tanked at the box office.
I didn't know that about Shawshank.
Yeah.
Because the way our friends Brownie and Payne,
my God,
the way they crapped on about it was as if it was the best thing that's happened since sliced bread.
Agreed. When she did I, Tonya, which is it's a biopic of Tonya Harding, I think her name is, the very scandalous ice skating story. Now, Margot produced that as well. It was kind of her first foray and starred in it. And I feel like that really gave her enormous confidence in the biz. And it gave her the courage to reach out to Quentin Tarantino, one of the most influential directors of our time, and say, hey, I'd like to work with you. But she didn't just do it via a manager, which is what everyone would do. She did it in a way that would speak to Quentin Tarantino.
Obviously, you have an agent at this point. You call them and say, hey, can I get a meeting with Tarantino? He'd probably have done the meeting, but
I don't know if he takes generals though, but I'm a huge Tarantino fan, so I'd read about him. I know that he is a bit more of an analog kind of guy. Like everyone knows Tarantino doesn't have a cell phone, and everyone knows that like he handwrites the front page of his script. So I thought it needs to be a handwritten letter. And I'm a very analog person too. Like I write.
Oh, so this wasn't even typed. You wrote it?
No, I handwrote it. Yeah.
Smart.
She's a good egg.
She's a good egg, but she's like, okay, well, how can I make myself different? How can I make myself stand out?
Also, I know the voice of a gal after a night partying. She's had a big night just before that
Really?
podcast.
Do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. There's this little slight husking vibe in it.
Really?
I love it.
Well, maybe she's just crying in the corner because her newborn won't be quiet. Who knows?
Or that.
Let's move on to more Ariana Grande content. I love this song. Reminds me of Lucy Durack every time I hear it. Of course, it's popular from Wicked, which is, raking it in at the box office, and rightly so. Her music team put to her, hey, why don't we mix things up a bit? Why don't we do like a rap version of this? And Ariana Grande said, no. And the exact line is, I want to be Glinda, not Ariana Grande playing Glinda.
I get that. Good on her.
I do too.
My favourite part of what she said, though, at the start of that sentence was, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But I just wanted to check in. How's everyone with their holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity going? How's
this
everyone?
week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that.
Yeah.
And feeling power in that.
I didn't know that was happening.
Oh, my God.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I didn't know that was happening.
Can you just put your finger over here and I'm just going to hold
Touch
your
my nail.
fingernail for the whole time?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, hey, it's just a tick after 3 p.m. I'm still in a good mood. How are you faring, Jack?
Good, Swanee. It's our favourite day of the week.
Yes. Now, I did say at 2 o'clock that I would post a link to this amazing Oz Music T-shirt that I'm wearing, but I forgot. I got sidetracked with juicy stories from Macey and cheating boys.
Yeah.
If you want to hear that, by the way, we've got a juicy podcast for you. Grab it from the Nova Player or wherever you get your podcasts. But I'm just about to post that. If you want to have a look at my amazing Helen Reddy T-shirt, please follow me on Instagram.
I feel bad that I work in radio and I'm not wearing one.
I know, I should have told you.
Do you know what I would have bought?
What
a green brat T-shirt.
That's
oh, wait,
not
that's not
Australian.
Damn it. What could I have worn?
Well, you don't like Australian music.
Yes, I do.
So.
Rufus Du Sol.
You could have done that. Or I know that you love that Crowded House cover that Dean Lewis has released about being inside someone.
Yeah, I could get that. Is that the one with Cyril on it?
Yes.
I could get a picture of Dean and Cyril next to each other.
Name a more iconic duo. I'll wait.
Chrissy's Quizzy is next, and there is a $300 Frank Green holiday gift pack in it.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Well, it's been a long time since I've heard those siblings, Angus and Julia.
I should have worn them for Australian Music T-shirt
Oh, my God,
day.
you should have.
I love those
Or
two.
like Lee Harding, Wasabi.
Wasabi!
And you're listening to Chrissy Swan
Frank
Show.
Green's new holiday collection has just arrived. This week only, get free standard shipping on all orders over $50. Order now. frankgreen.com.au.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Oh, yes, the Frank Green pack is really worth winning, Chloe.
I love Frank Green.
Oh, my God. It's all about the draw, isn't it? The amazing draw.
Oh, so beautiful. So many colours.
So many colours. So much mix and match, too. Anyway, Chloe, I digress. That is up for grabs, as is the limited edition Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. Each prize as good as the other.
Lol.
Your worthy adversary is Tara. Hello, Tara.
Hello.
How do you do today, Tara?
I do very well, and I actually broke my Frank water bottle, so I'm due for a new one.
Oh, my God. May the best woman win. This is a tough one. Your names are your buzzers, girls. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game, wins the bum bag, and most importantly, wins the Frank Green holiday gift pack. Question number 1. Margot Robbie has revealed that she, too, was shocked that a film of hers flopped so badly.
Chloe?
Who's that, Chloe?
Babylon?
It is Babylon. Did you see it?
No.
No, not many people did.
And I love
did.
Margot too.
I love Margot too, Chloe, but I was just reading that it went for 3 hours and 9 minutes.
It was a long
Ew.
film.
That is
That's
a
a long
turn-off.
time.
It's a turn-off.
Question number 2.
To keep a balloon standing upright on its own, what do you inflate it with?
Chloe. Tara.
Yes, Chloe.
Helium.
Correct, that's 2.
And then afterwards, you can take a little bit of this and you sound like that. It's amazing.
Is it true or a wives' tale, Swanee? Like, we were always told as kids that it can make something shrink as men.
No, that
Okay.
is an old. It's like, don't do a wee in the pool.
Oh, right.
Or it'll go red or something.
Yellow, yeah.
It won't, by the way, because I've never seen my kids leave the pool. They've been in there for 12 hours at a time.
Question number 3. This is for the win, Chloe.
Jojo Siwa presented an awards ceremony.
Chloe.
Yes, Chloe.
TikTok.
It is the TikTok Awards. It is. My God, Tara, you did not stand a chance. But I tell you what, and this is off script, but I know the people at Frank Green quite well, and I'm going to get you a replacement bottle for your one that broke, because life is too short. Life is too short to have a bottle that's not Frank Green. But you, Chloe, get the big pack. Well done.
Ooh, well done. I feel more hydrated already.
Good girl.
Good girl. Hey, next, we're getting unpopular in sweeping statements.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I mean, this woman becomes more and more of an icon with every passing day. There's a video doing the rounds at the moment of her performing live with a ciggy in her hand, that exact song in a crowded auditorium.
I mean, I know we don't endorse that, but she is the best chick in the world right now.
Flipping the script.
I love her.
Let's do this.
Swans sweeping statements.
What are your unpopular opinions? What are the things that people think you should never, ever say, but you think it down to the ground? 13 24 10, give us a call.
Kick us off, Swanee.
Okay, here's my sweeping statement. When you're at a restaurant and you're looking at the menu, mains are overrated and the sides are where it's at. Sides are better than main meals.
Whoa.
And in fact, just this week, went out to celebrate Leo's birthday.
Yeah.
We ordered exclusively from the starters menu.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. Starters. That's it.
I often do that with friends and we try all of the starters, but we still get to the mains. I just worry
Unnecessary.
But are you still full after only sharing all the sides?
Hey, when you order one of every side, yes. Yes.
Really?
Yep. Sides and starters. I could very easily outlaw from my life any sort of main, anything like that.
But don't you find sometimes the sides are like that big?
Yeah, so I order 3.
Yeah, okay. Someone's doing all right. three caviar prawn toasts.
The restaurants I go to are serving wedges and sour cream, not caviar prawn toast.
Okay, I like it. It's a good sweeping statement. And also, over the last 5 years, restaurants have really lifted their sides games.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just order off that.
Okay.
Don't feel the pressure to conform is what I'm saying.
My sweeping statement is lookalike competitions suck and need to be stopped.
Where do they exist, though? I only ever see them when there's like a Jason Bateman lookalike competition and Jason Bateman wins it.
Okay, let me give you my research I've done on this.
Great, amazing.
So it all started, Swanee, in October when there was a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest in New York City.
Yeah.
It went viral. It was all over TikTok, all over
Did anyone look like
the
him?
news sites. No, they never do. This is what irks me.
Unless it's the person who turns up.
And for this one, he turned up. So it's like, okay, well, was it the idea just to get him there? Then there was one in Dublin for Paul Mescal. Then
And
there was
did
one...
he turn up?
No. Then there was one in London for Harry Styles. No one looks like Harry Styles, guys. Give up. Then there was one in Chicago for Jeremy Allen White. Now, this is where it's really done me in.
Did he turn up?
No.
Okay.
But there's been one in Sydney for Heath Ledger, which I find a bit weird.
That's odd.
That's odd.
What,
And
recently?
Now, yeah, just over the weekend.
That's ick.
Ick. Now, December 7, they're trying...
Jack Charles lookalike.
They're trying to do one for Jacob Elordi. Now, guys, none of you look like Jacob Elordi.
Okay, the reason
No
that
one.
Jacob Elordi is a thing
Yeah.
is because no one in the world looks like Jacob Elordi. No one is that perfect.
No
Please.
one.
Also, here's another community service announcement.
Yeah.
If you are listening to this and you think, I might turn up for that, I've got a chance of winning. You don't. You don't look like Jacob Elordi. Nobody looks like Jacob Elordi. Stay at home.
And it's a Saturday. Find something better to do. Find a friend. Get a
Jack,
hobby.
I absolutely, I agree with you.
I like clickbait, right? I like scrolling these gossip sites. I don't want to see headlines about lookalike competitions.
Having said that, if Cameron Manheim had a lookalike competition, I would kill it.
Who?
Google it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's get unpopular.
Swan's sweeping statements.
Yeah, what is the truth that you are scared to say? Alia. Is that how you
Hi,
pronounce
guys.
it? Hi.
Hey.
That is how you pronounce it, Chrissy.
It's interesting.
Look, taking away the menu too early, I feel like it should be a fireable offence.
Okay. So how long do you like to spend with a menu?
Oh, Chrissy, I like to study it. Because the thing is, you might order something, but then you might want something else.
Yeah. So
You know?
do you like to order and then say to the waitress, I'm just going to keep this here for later because I want to read something later?
I do that, Chrissy.
See, you and I would not be able to dine together because I look up the menu before I get there, and more often than not, I sit down at the table and the waitress goes to give me the menu and I'll say, no, that's fine, thank you. I'll have the eggplant parmigiana and a side of polenta chips.
You've already decided.
Yeah, I don't even have to look.
Alia. What about keeping one menu? I always just say, hey, we'll keep one.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, look, I'm happy to keep one. As long as I've got one left on the table, I'll be happy.
I just think keeping all four, if you're at a table of four, the clutter is just too much.
Oh, way too much.
Oh, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Good.
But let's fire the waiters, hey, if they leave, if they take them away. A double pass to Gladiator 2 for you, Alia.
Hello, Adam.
Hi.
What is your take on blue-eyed people? Keep in mind that you're speaking to two of them now, Adam.
No, I'm Hazel
Look,
Green.
all power to you, all love and respect to you, but blue-eyed people are freaks. Like, genuinely, the beady eyes, like the pupil, too small. The eye color blue, that's not natural unless it's the ocean, you know?
I'm so glad to hear this, Adam, because have you got brown eyes or blue?
I've got brown eyes, so it might be coming from a place of, like, loathing.
No, see, I love this because I've never heard a person with brown eyes say, I love my brown eyes. They're always saying to me, because mine are very blue, you would hate me, Adam. Like, look away, I'm possessed. But
Look,
I've
I probably
never
wouldn't hate
understood
you,
it because
but-
I love brown eyes. I think they're beautiful, but everyone with brown eyes wants blue ones. I don't get
Oh,
it.
it's so true, though. I want blue eyes so bad.
Okay.
But I also want to be a freak. So.
That's where it comes. I think, sweeping statement, the hottest people in the world have blue eyes.
Really?
Hands down. Yeah.
I love brown eyes. I just think they're
Really?
so warm and
Do you want me to give you one?
expressive. No, thank you.
Hey, Adam, we're going to send you a double pass to see Gladiator 2 in cinemas now. We've got to be quick here. Beck, what's your sweeping statement?
Ice definitely does not belong in drink.
Hard agree. Yuck.
Hard disagree. Double pass to Gladiator 2 for you, and finishing with Carolyn Swan.
Carolyn, what is your sweeping statement?
Family crisp Pringles suck.
Oh my God, yes. So,
Retweet.
So, Auntie Renee, you've got Uncle Chris, and Uncle Chris, you've got little Polly, and Polly, for God's sake,
Kill me now.
no.
Christmas is over.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's almost Friday.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Kanye West, you know, he's a confusing guy for me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he made his ex-wife's life a living hell. So that's 0 points from me. But the man's a genius.
He's a genius. And I think with that, Swanee, much like several other artists, do we need to, can we separate the allegations and the alleged things that have happened with their art?
Can I tell you, it's a really great conversation to have the next time you're at one of your fancy
dinners
oystery gin and tonic dinners. Because there's really no answer, but it's really interesting to see where people stand on can you separate the art from the human? It's
For
very
mine,
interesting.
I can. Can you?
Sometimes.
Right, depends.
Well, and it does depend for you. I mean, we're having this conversation now, but I'm fairly sure, given how much deep diving you've done on the P. Diddy case, you don't enjoy P. Diddy music as much as you did, and it feels weird.
See, maybe it makes
To
me think
appreciate it.
Yeah, I can still listen to it though. I still think when I'm listening, he's a bad dude, but this is a great song. The reason being, I don't think me stopping listening to his music's going to change any outcomes or rewrite history.
I agree, it doesn't, but it affects my enjoyment of that art.
Yeah, okay.
And the whole reason I listen to music is because I
you
enjoy it.
Feel good.
Yeah, and that stops it dead.
I get what you're saying.
Anyway, Kanye's got a new song and it features his 2 daughters, Chicago and Northwest, in it, visually and audio. So they sing on it and they're in the video, and I cannot recommend it enough.
The video's just come out, and it's the way I would describe it, Swanee. It's like Mario Kart meets Palm Springs
meets Mad Max.
Meets Mad Max meets the future.
It is meets Gremlins after midnight.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
Alrighty, let's listen to North's hook.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa.
The gal can speak Japanese.
And they love Tokyo, don't they?
Yeah.
Watashi no no wai wa no su-chan. Watashi no no wai wa no
And
su-chan.
the thing is as well, he did make Kim's life a living hell, but gosh, he's made those kids' lives interesting.
And then Chicago.
In Chicago, you know I'm the one. I like to have fun. I like to go to the beach. I like the sun. You know it's shy. I only wave when
It's
I'm
Shy.
telling them bye.
That's her nickname, Shy.
Shy.
I feel like it's very wrong, but I'm obsessed with those girls, those kids.
Why? That's not wrong.
They're so interesting. They're the most interesting children apart from my own.
I'm with you, Swanee, because you can tell Shy and North are very different.
Yes.
North's hectic like her dad and a bit crazy in a great way, but then Shy seems very much like Kim and gentle.
Agreed.
And like cutesy.
Try and Google that video because it is absolutely mind-blowing. You would have never seen anything like it.
It's called Bomb.
Now let's move on to Robbie Williams. There is a biopic coming out about his extraordinary life. It's easy to forget because he's quite overexposed, you know, that he has had the most extraordinary life, ups, downs, fame, alcoholism, drug addiction, all of it.
Yep.
And he's really open about it, and this film is going to cover off everything. There is an interesting element in the film in that the old Robbie Williams through the years is not played by a computer-generated version that you would recognise. It isn't played by an actor that might bear a passing resemblance to a young Robbie Williams. It's actually played by a CGI monkey, and it makes perfect sense to me. And this is Robbie talking about it last night on the red carpet at the premiere of the movie.
Because it's unusual, right? That's the thing. I'm on the spectrum. So things that are unusual to me aren't that unusual. I don't pick up those sort of cues. I don't know where I am on the spectrum, by the way, but I just know I am. It's a monkey, get over it.
It's a monkey, get over it.
Get over it.
The reason I love this is because I'm so easily distracted. And if I can't see something, it doesn't exist. So when I'm watching the movie, all I'm going to be able to see is an actor that isn't Robbie Williams.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm looking at a monkey that sounds like Robbie and looks like Robbie, I will believe that from the get-go
You're
to
focused,
the end.
and you'd stay focused on
I'll
it.
accept that in the very first moment that that's Robbie, and then I'll never think about it again.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm
can't
excited
wait.
to
I
see
can't
it
wait
now.
to see it.
Our pal Lauren Phillips saw it and said it was unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah. It's
and
in,
we were at the filming of the Take That scenes at the last Robbie Williams concert.
in
It's
cinemas
amazing.
Boxing Day, I believe. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. Have a beautiful night.
See you guys.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.